I once again recorded a video with no microphone. So I wanted to talk over me playing this game. So here I pretty immediately recognize it as New Zealand based on the landscape and these ballers on the side of the road. So I saw this lake here. Let me just fast forward through it a little bit. Just looking around for the exact location. I get to a point where I see a sign, this Te Anau. And so I knew I was pretty sure it was south because of the snow-capped mountains, plus all of these lakes, and there being a lake northwest. At this point, I'm just scanning, looking for the town of Te Anau, and I find it, and then I spend the next, 50 seconds or so trying to pinpoint the 5K. Couldn't really find it, but I was close. Only lost 5 points there, 1,400 yards away, or 1,700 yards away. This next one, pretty immediately recognize it as Brazil with the black signs, with the right side drive, and the double center yellow lines and white outer lines. And to me, I was getting a southeastern Brazil vibe from this, from all the mountains and the red dirt. Fast forward, I went into this town. I saw this sign. I was looking for this city, couldn't find it. I'm gonna keep fast forwarding. This is the town I was talking about that I went into. Couldn't really find any more helpful information there. I saw this phone code of 28 starting with a 2, so that kind of helped me. It helped confirm my initial thought of it being kind of the southeastern region. So I kind of went there between Rio and Sao Paulo. And it was 254 miles away, which was not great. I like to keep it under 100 miles if I can, but with this being Brazil, I feel like that was a good region guess. Next round, pretty immediately recognize this as Nigeria with the roof rack and the followed car and the landscape, the red dirt. Let's see, I move around. I see this sign right here. I could see it looked like Ilorn over here. So I scanned the map trying to find that. And I actually saw it down there. So at that point, I spent the rest of the other 2 minutes trying to find the 5K. Never really got any closer. Kind of moved away a little bit and then moved back here at the end. So I just clicked up here where it says Ilorn. And it was actually to the south. So that was round 3. And then round 4. With the Poles, my immediate thought was Poland. But with the blue car, and you kind of get some polls like this in Romania also, I didn't know if it was Poland or Romania. But I zoomed in on this sign, and the language looked Polish plus the .pl URL at the bottom of the sign there. So I knew it was Poland. I saw this Bochnia and Wola Niszeskawa. I didn't know if one of those were the town or not. So I kind of scanned a little bit. But then let me keep going. I came to this intersection here and saw on this sign Bochnia Bakunia. I don't know how you say it. But, I mean, that was 2 signs that had that on there. So at that point, I've kind of assumed that was the name of the town. And then I just happened to get lucky scanning the map, seeing the actual town name there. And then I spent the next minute and a half trying to get the 5K. I saw this 965. You go south to get to it. So I kind of went up kind of northeast, which wasn't really the right direction. Spent the rest of the time trying to look for road names. And I think I went there. It was more to the south. Yep. 1 mile away though. Pretty good round. And then the final round, my first thought was actually Taiwan, the Chinese language. But I was also not so sure about that because there's also a lot of English language there too, which could mean Hong Kong. And I moved around a little bit. I saw Hong Kong on a sign somewhere. Maybe there. Yeah. Caritas, Hong Kong. So at that point, I was feeling confident that it was Hong Kong. And this is really all the information I found. I spent the rest of the time trying to figure out exactly where I was at. I kind of zoomed in on the map here. Moved around and went back to start a couple times. 20 seconds left, 10 seconds left. I just picked somewhere kind of in the middle of Hong Kong. I knew there were mountains west, also a city like northwest, and also a city like to the east. So I was at 6 miles away, 23K, and that's a 4-day gold streak. There's me zooming back in on all of the locations. That one being 1,700 yards away. I think that was my best. Yeah, that was my best round there in New Zealand. This was my worst, 254 miles away in Brazil. But that's okay to get gold if all your other rounds are 6.6 miles or less. Kind of just got lucky on the Poland and Nigeria round, finding the right town or city, whatever you want to call it. But that's all for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope to see you again on the next one.